How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
So, Cowboys Nation, Sunday I had a birthday party to go to, and during said birthday party, two things happened. The first thing was that Dak Prescott responded to the whole Micah Parsons trade, and the other thing was Deron Bland got his money. We'll talk about that more later in the show. But in this segment, I want to talk about Dak Prescott's and Osa Odighizuwa's reaction to being asked about the Micah Parsons trade. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, it is a special episode, so we're going to take a listen to 3 more clips that I got for y'all, and then y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to what Dak Prescott had to say about the Micah Parsons trade.
I mean, we added a great player. Obviously got some picks for the future. I'm not going to say we're better. We've got to go out there and prove it. We'd have to prove it even if he was on this team. So I'm not going to say that by any means. But I know adding a guy like Kenny Clark, adding a true leader, a real man that's going to only elevate this team, who's been a Pro Bowl player and is excited about being here. I know our focus right now is Philly. I think that's everybody's focus in that locker room. I don't think anybody's hung up on that. As I said, there was enough news and enough media about it. I think as much as anything, it's good that a solution happened. And obviously Micah got paid very well, and great for him and his family. And we'll see him here in about a month. So just honestly glad that I can't say glad, but yeah, glad that we're moved past that, and everybody seems happy because of it.
You kind of alluded to it a little bit, but if there wasn't resolution, I guess would that have been hard to kind of
For
deal
sure.
with those things went on?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if nothing would have been done, we'd sit here and y'all still would have been asking me whether he was playing in a couple of days or when he was going to be playing. That would be a lot more of a headache and distraction than getting a solution to it. To Micah, yeah, we just shared messages right after. Wished him good luck.
You just wished him good luck. He's right, though, Cowboys Nation. You really can't say that we're better from this whole Micah Parsons trade without playing a damn game in the regular season. The Dallas Cowboys have to go into Philly and match that physicality. There's no finessing or being cute on Thursday, Cowboys Nation. We have to assert dominance. We'll talk about that later in this episode. But there was something said about Kenny Clark that stuck out to me, Cowboys Nation. It was Dak saying, excited to be here. With the way that went down, this comment really could be misconstrued into something that it's not. I'm pretty sure Kenny Clark is excited to be here and help contribute to the Dallas Cowboys' age-old problem, stopping the run. But jumping into the second clip, another reporter asked Dak Prescott about how the locker room feels after the departure of Micah Parsons. So let's go ahead and take a look at that so we can come back and talk about it. Roll that clip.
Yeah, once again, from what I got from the feel of the locker room, I don't think there was needed a talk or lifting guys up over the divorce or feeling down about themselves. I mean, or about the situation. It's a business, and I think a lot of guys in that locker room know that, have felt that to some extent or not, and I just think that was just another realization of it, of this is a business. And hell, if anything, I hope it was a wake-up call to some guys, right? Like, this is for our life, and every day you come in here and you approach it as it is for your life. We're blessed to play a game for a living. So, yeah, the locker room have seemed upbeat. The ping pong games have still been going on, and yeah, we're focused on Philly.
Life goes on.
So, Cowboys Nation, I'm wondering, does the press feel like the players have to all get in the locker room and actually huddle together, that they're crying at the fact that Micah Parsons was traded? Like Brian Schottenheimer told everybody, hey guys, my door's open if you really need to talk. What does the NFL stand for? Everybody knows this, Cowboys Nation. Not for long. This was just another one of them cases where you gotta mourn, but you gotta mourn in silence. Mourn on your own time so we can have a clear mind going into Philadelphia. But I won't sit here in front like the Dallas Cowboys defense won't miss what Micah Parsons brings to the table. Of course, Matt Eberflus is screaming in his pillow at night about what could have been with Micah Parsons. Honestly, if I was asking Dak Prescott a question, I would have asked him if he thought This lit a fire under the players' butt and sending a message that no one is irreplaceable. But jumping into the third clip, this is a video of Osa Odighizuwa and his reaction to the news of Micah Parsons being traded. So let's take a listen to that so we can come back and unpack this raw and uncut.
All right, Osa, you've got a little bit of familiarity with Kenny Clark. What are your thoughts?
I'm excited. You know what I mean? I know he's a baller, so I know he's going to be able to help our defense a lot.
What was the group chat last night when all of this news broke around 4:30, 5 o'clock?
I mean, I had just got a message. I was like, what's going on? Went to my Instagram, refreshed it, and just saw the news, and it's kind of shocking. Definitely didn't see it coming, you know. Despite everything that was going on, I thought I definitely was fully expecting him to still be here. So it's definitely a little weird, but, you know, nature of the business kind of happens a lot, you know. So especially with the timing of it, don't really have time to, like, you know, to dwell on it too long because we got a job to do. We got a game on Thursday, so.
Is that the mood of the locker room? It's get back to business. You've got Eagles week 1.
Pretty much, you know. It doesn't change what we got to do on the field at all, so.
I appreciate your time so much. Thank you.
I mean, Osa Odighizuwa sound very confident in Kenny Clark. I mean, I know he wouldn't be able to sit up there and say, oh, that man sucks. But he did sound super confident, and he sounds consistent in different interviews that he's doing. I'll take his word for it, as well as do my research. But Osa Odighizuwa is fully aware that this could have been him this year. But he did something that Micah Parsons didn't do. He involved his agent from the get-go. All right, Cowboys Nation, let's do this. Y'all ready for this raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Get ready for the angry Cowboys fans, raw and uncut.
Keeping it real. They keep it real. That's real.
Boy, I tell you, Cowboys Nation, I understand that the media wants to know, but why ask some of the most awkward questions at the most unopportune times, Cowboys Nation? Of course, this team is trying to rebound from losing its best athlete and best football player. Of course, some of these players are missing their locker mate and their brother. I get it, though, Cowboys Nation. I truly get it. Preparation for Philly isn't enough for the media. They got to get the juicy reaction from the players after the season finale of the Jerry Jones soap opera. But as far as Dak Prescott's response on the matter, it really feels like he's choosing his words wisely, Cowboys Nation. He's trying to give the media what they need without giving the media what they want. They want somebody to go up there and say that this young man was a virus in the locker room and that he needed to be purged. That's not the case, Cowboys Nation. Not even being in the situation and from the outside looking in, I bet some of these guys are in there sad. There's no need to have a meeting about the team's feelings about Micah Parsons getting traded. There's no pep talks that's needed to lift players' spirits because they understand that this is the nature of the beast. Players come and go, Cowboys Nation, but judging from Dak Prescott's body language, they go a little quicker when they're outspoken. That's the unfortunate side of being the squeaky wheel, Cowboys Nation. Maybe the first or second time that you give a squeak, they're going to give you a little bit of grease. After that, the squeaky wheel gets replaced. At the end of everything, Micah Parsons became that squeaky wheel, and he got replaced. He also may have been that example to other players who try to buck the system that Jerry Jones ain't the one to play with. If you go against him, he will get rid of you ASAP, no matter who you are. You know, it's funny because I remember having this conversation with another Dallas Cowboys fan about how Jimmy Johnson would get rid of players if he thought that they were a distraction. Well, in so many words, the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys just admitted that this was a distraction for the football team. To a number of people, Micah Parsons' off-the-field persona was a distraction to the football team. A distraction that was accepted because of his ability and his talent to play football. Once those antics started to affect the football team, you got to ask yourself, Cowboys Nation, is the juice really worth the squeeze? But the feel of this locker room is the feel of the damn locker room. These players barely have anything to themselves. Let's not worry about the feel of the locker room until the team gives the people a reason to worry about the feel of the locker room. The Dallas Cowboys team is focused, and they should be, on the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles this coming Thursday evening. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. Cowboys Nation, it has been a complete emotional roller coaster over this past offseason, but I am so glad that the regular season is coming upon us, and I am thankful that I had you guys to go through this treacherous offseason together. Do you agree or disagree with anything you heard? Y'all know what we do. Let's go ahead and continue to have this conversation in the comment section. But if you're digging this content and want to help the channel chip away at its current milestone of 20,000 subscribers, drop a like on this video and please consider sharing it with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan. If you are DC for life and you're ready to cheer on these Dallas Cowboys for the 2025 season and beyond, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdowns, or Madden 26 or College Football 26 gameplay. And I'll also have my Madden 26 game against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be posting that tomorrow. Hopefully the Madden Cowboys and the Dallas Cowboys can do something big this year. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.